Well, g'day and welcome back. This is our final installment in this magnificent series for this building, at least. For the Carpenter here, we've finally now finished, so we've got everything on display. Last time we caught up, we just needed to do a few finer details in here, like adding candles to tables and bowls and plates and that sort of thing. So we've now finished all of that. I've added in a new roof to that little alcove there. We probably could do with a few little books in here just to spruce it up a little bit, but not really sure whether I'll get around to that or not. There's a lot going on in a lot of other places for builds. And we've now finalised this rear corner up here. We've now got all the new windows on display up here in the far corner. And we added in the last couple of doors that we needed to add in here as well for the door display. Everything up this end as far as the little day use area and the crafting area for the Carpenter is all as it was before, pretty much. I've now added in one of the giant magical storage chests on the counter there. Everything else here you've seen. What you would not have seen now is the finalised front section here. So a couple of little changes that we've made. I've added in some flower soil and some fertilised farm soil and planted a few plants and whatnot. We've put in a nice little decorative handrail going upstairs as well. And I've finally got around to finalising and finishing this little section here. We've now got a couple of little pot plants in here, a well in here, and a bath tub with soil in it, which I love. They're one of my favourite little things. We've now also got harvestable plants and a tree growing here in some fertilised soil. So this little outdoor dining area here I think is looking really cool now. So we finally got around to finishing that. And we've also added that little decorative handrail to the bottom of this rail here. I didn't want to add it to the top as yet. It's going to sort of impose upon my view, and I didn't want to do that. In terms of the kitchen here, we just had a few little finishing touches that we needed to do that were in here, so adding in of plates and bowls and books and whatnot, which we've now gone through and finalised, and the little day reading area here, the indoor reading area, which is now complete. This area up here you wouldn't have seen as yet. I'm still sort of a bit up in the air about whether I like it or not, but I just wanted to have something completely different, and it achieves that. So just wanted to sort of make something a little bit visually interesting, throw some bowls in there, some candles in there, just rather than just having a long boring looking hallway. In terms of the bedroom here, nothing has changed, and the bathroom here, nothing's changed. It's all as it was before. And also the little walkway to the outdoor reading alcove, which looks over the marketplace. Nothing's really changed in here either. So what has changed, however, and has now been finished finally, is the granny flat downstairs. So we've now added in a shelf and plates and bowls and candles and whatnot in here and into the kitchen area, so you sort of walk straight into the kitchen area here. I've recessed the alchemy station and made it look like a bit of a cooking station there, salt and pepper, whatnot, little cooking bowl and the pot hanging, and we've got a little serving station there. I've added in a little seating area as well, so you can sit down, have breakfast, take in the views. which I think's looking fabulous. And we've now got a very simple bedroom as well. As I mentioned previously, my goal for this granny flat was just to have very plain decorations. Didn't want sort of polished wood, I just wanted the plain wood decorations. And we've now made, as I mentioned previously, if you caught up with the last video, this flat section is now just a big outdoor garden area. So we've got flower soil everywhere. I've thrown a couple of those little picket fence divider things in there to make it a little bit interesting. And I've sort of got a mix here of flower soil and fertilised farm soil. And I've thrown a pot in there as well, just for something different. And we've also got a little chair in here as well, so you can sit and take in the view from the garden. So that's all of the changes with regards to that. We've also added in a red tree there and a red tree there. Now the reason I was kind of a bit hesitant on the trees initially was I wasn't sure how much they were going to mess with my views. But I've left them for long enough now that I'm pretty sure they aren't going to mess with my views too much. As you can see from up here, it's sort of not really affecting my views too much. And not really affecting the views of the mountains too much there. It makes for something a little bit, interesting as well in terms of a view rather than just looking at just plain mountains. And the other thing I wanted to do was sort of have, while you're laying in bed, not messing with your view too much. And if you look in the daylight there, that's the mountains there, so you'll be able to see them from the bed quite easily. So it doesn't mess with my views too much there, and it doesn't mess with my views too much from my little reading station. For me here, there's a lot of reading stations in this residence's little area. And that just about wraps things up for the Carpenter's residence. The only other thing which I'd like to mention, I've also finalised this little entry here. So I've got one of the new Hobbit doors here. I also got what is that wood block? It's the refined wood block, I think it is, as the around the doorways there. Also put some flower soil in there as well. And what we also did in here, and this is the other thing I forgot to mention, is created a little seating space in here as well. So at night time it looks brilliant just sitting there and looking outside. And I've put a little table in here with a little firefly lamp and a plate and a bowl and a cup and all the rest of it in here, a few books, a little bedside table in here. So I've got lots of little reading alcoves and whatnot in both of these residences, which I'm really digging. So that is it for this residence. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and most importantly, share the channel. I really do appreciate that. And we'll see you next time here on Glitch Gaming.